So talking on the phone, it is hard. It is stressful. Is that the case for you? Comment below. Yes, taking the phone, dialing, calling a person, especially when it's someone that you don't know, and when it's very important call, when it is your boss or a very important person in your company or a customer, then it is stressful. And calling is actually a skill. Talking on the phone is a skill that you can develop, that you need to develop if you want to grow a successful business, or also for your personal life. Just being able to call your family or your friends and talk about very important stuff, things that are difficult to say, then you need to develop that skill. And talking on the phone is much better than texting, and here are the reasons why. So actually, when it comes to talking to people, you have three choices. You have the face-to-face meeting. For that you need to be on the right location, in front of the person. That may not happen all the time. Then you have texting, email, but how do you know this person read your email? How do you know the tonality of someone? Someone write an email, very quick, very short, and you're like, is he angry? Is he upset? Or actually maybe the guy is not upset. He has no problem. He has no time. But when you read the mail, you feel, what is wrong with him, or what is the problem? So in an email, there is no tonality. Actually, there is a tonality. There is the tonality of the reader. In the mood that you are having right now when you read the email is the tonality of the email. So if you are very upset today, very angry, you read the email, you're like, oh, this guy is so rude. Wow. And because he's rude, you will answer a very rude way to his email. Or let's say you're having a good day, let's say it's Friday evening, and you read the email and you feel, oh, great, thanks. And then you answer very happily to the email. So in an email, you don't have this tonality. You cannot bond with the person you are talking to. So the phone is what will mostly help you to communicate with people. You are not present locally, and you avoid to text, so you call. So on the phone, you can hear the person, you can hear the tonality, you can hear the mood. And this is where you can ask actually important question that you wouldn't ask in an email. At first you would bond, you would connect. And when you connect, when you bond, you can ask deeper question, some more intimate question that they wouldn't answer on an email. And that would only happen when they can hear your voice, they can hear your tonality. So the phone actually builds trust. When you hear someone on the phone, you can define, you can determine if you can trust that person. And trust is very important in terms of communication. Business, family, friends, it's all about trust. If you don't trust someone for business, there's no business. Or you will get tons of questions if someone does not trust you. Say, how can you guarantee this? How can you make sure that it will happen on time? How can you guarantee your price? You will get all of these questions. So talk on the phone and get the trust from the person you are talking to. Now, the other thing that is good about phone compared to texting is that you can get your answer right away. Think about it. When you send an email, you type it, you send it. If you have a proper software, maybe if the person read the email. But after you're just waiting, you wait 1 day, you wait 2 days, and you start to think, is this person upset? I didn't write the right email. Maybe the information I put in the email was not good enough. He didn't like the email. He will not reply, or he doesn't like me. And we start to overthink. When you would just pick up the phone and say, hey, did you check my email? And then the guy say, oh yeah, I saw your email, sorry, I was too busy, I could not answer. It's good you call me, by the way. So sometimes it's not about you, it's just about that the person doesn't have the time to answer to you. So take the phone, call that person, you will get the information right away. And you know what? Actually, some people, they really appreciate when you call. They say, oh, thank you for calling me. You know, it feels better when I can talk to a real person on the phone. You know, it often feel like, for example, this service is real, or it really exists, it's not a scam. To help to build that necessary trust. So now I know that taking the phone is stressful. But what I recommend is anytime you have an opportunity, let's say you talking to a recruiter and the recruiter, there's his phone number, call it. Just prepare some question in advance and call it. Or you need to ask something to a friend, instead of texting, call. Are you in the middle of something? Yeah, can you call in 5 minutes? Sure, no problem. See, it's fine. Or the worst case, he will not reply. And if he not reply, then maybe that's fine. Send a text, but at first call, train, develop that skill that, you know, later on when you really have this ability to call anyone, then you will be thankful for developing that skill. Even for me, it is still stressful, you know, to talk on the phone, but I feel that fear, but I still do it anyway. That's fine. You know, being stressed is part of life. The thing is, even if you feel the fear, even if you feel stress, just still do it. Now, one last tip when it comes to talking on the phone. The first few seconds, the first minute, your stress will be way high, very high, that you won't know how to say, or especially when the person pick up the phone and say hello. This is why your stress is so high. So rehearse, prepare your speech and say, hi, this is Tony. Am I talking to Sean? And if you prepare that, rehearse many times, then even with the stress, you will say that sentence properly. And what matters in a phone call is your first 10-30 seconds. If you screw up everything, you know, your phone call can still be okay, but it's much better if you make it right the first 30 seconds. You will have that connection right away, and you can go into the problem, the question that you have right on. Remember, pick up the phone anytime you have an opportunity. Just do it. Don't think, just do it.